I am live. Live. Welcome, everyone. This is part two. Apparently, I turned StreamYards on so I can use headphones and converse with Mark. Gotta have headphones on. His noise is, I'll try it without headphones, first of all. I'll get the code set up. So, I assume Marky wants. Hold on a sec. No one's watching. Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch. Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch. Damn. 1 minute, nothing going down. Oh, well, we'll talk about prepping soon enough. Did I turn the volume up yet? Or did I not? Yeah, I did. Turn it down, though, till Mark comes on, because I want to see what's going on. You know what? While we're waiting, let's listen to some music. Music is in the air. Music is in the air. Waiting for Mark. Probably waiting for me. Hold on a sec. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to email Mark that link. All right, Mark's got the link. Let's see what happens. So we're going to be talking about prepping, food pricing, grocery stores, whatever we talk about. You're going to be hearing it right here on the Rita Show. So, waiting for Gigi, waiting for Dan, maybe Pee Wee, Mark, and General Erudite will probably not be here because he's never here. Come on, peeps, let's go. It's StreamYard time, where we get multiple people talking about the future, politics, religion, maybe. No, forget religion. Politics is only on certain aspects. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Don't make me open that seltzer, people. That's going to be wild if we have to go to watch the Drunk Rita show because no one's commenting and watching. Yep, waiting around, people. StreamYard is activated. Remember, we have 20 hours free, so let's not waste it, squandering it. Four minutes of the song, and you guys are still not commenting. Come on, peeps. $1,844 pack of PBR. No way. Let me look at that. No way. No way. James Cain, an actor, died. 82. That is real news, people. Godfather. Can you believe that? Yeah, that's real news. All right, peeps. Still waiting for Mark. Do I got to email him again the link? Mm-hmm. Just waiting for him. All right, you got the link, Mark? I sent it to you. I can email you once more. Let me email it. Just make sure you got it. Higgins, you better be watching this too, man. All right. There you go, man. Yeah, no. Rest in peace. We ready? All right. He's on.
Hey,
What up?
what's going on?
Can't complain. You?
Me either. Can't complain. Nah.
Hold on. I
Yep.
turn the volume up again.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Everyone.
What's going on?
What's that?
So what's going on? Didn't hear you because I unplugged the headphones.
Oh, this weather's crappy here. Rain and all that.
Cloudy here at 64, so I can't complain.
Oh really? Oh wow. Pretty cool there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Excuse me for 1 second. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
crazy, man. Really crazy. I tell you. Come on. There we go. Think I got hemorrhoids coming on. Hemorrhoids, I tell you. Higgins says, I can complain. It is one of my favorite things to do. These are one of my favorite things to complain about everything. And yet the better cheddars are going to kill him because that's what he eats every day, those cheese sausages, it seems. He's probably got high blood pressure, man.
Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah.
Taking meds for it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Every day. Yeah. Thought I had like neck issues, and find out it was the high blood pressure. Yeah. I was like, man, because I used to use like heating pads and stuff on my neck. And
there goes the neighbor.
Yeah, the doctor then he told me, I was like, wow. So,
yeah, I hear you there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So how's everything out there? I know you still wearing your mask?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I
Every
got
day.
mine right here. I got two actually. This is my one with ladybugs. Yeah, I wear this.
That's cute. Yeah.
And I got my one that comes with my Snoopy jammies. This one came with my Snoopy jammies. That's says stuff like mood, iconic, friendship, kindness, mellow, stuff like that from my Snoopy's jammy. It came with it.
Yep. That's cool.
I had to use both masks yesterday because I told Chloe the other day I told Chloe this needs to be thrown out. Okay. Finally, I go and I'm like, take it to the dumpster, open the lid, drain it out. It's like pig fat, right, in the roasting pan. I had both masks on. I was like, oh God. It's going through the mask. I mean, literally, it was like, I had to put too much soap and then scrub and too much soap and too much soap. Finally, I got it all clean through in the dishwasher. I'm like, dude. And I was like, no wonder why you don't want to touch your clothes. It's just got nothing but green, white mold growing in it.
Wow.
And reeking,
Oh, man. Yeah. So when's the last time you talked to Cam?
The other day came on, but he's been hanging out with Ricky. So I think him and Ricky, I think there's a somewhat of falling out or something due to the fact that, Cam talks about certain things like, oh yeah, if I don't need to worry, I got my credit card. Yeah, but what if the credit card readers are down during a say the what do you call it? Let's just say the government does the reset thing, right? No banks work. Are you going to go down? All right, how are you today? I'm Mark. I need 20 packs of cigarettes. Sorry, sir. Cash only. I mean, literally, it's like I got my. So I told card, and then he talked about buying an air rifle. It's like, oh, I got a $500 air rifle. It's like $500 could have went for groceries,
Right. Yeah.
And so sometimes I come off as belittling someone, but it's basically out of tough love, being like, look, we're in a pandemic. You can't just go spend money foolishly because you want to.
Right. Yep.
I mean, literally, it's the way it is. I mean,
yeah, I don't see another stimulus around the corner or nothing.
There's not going to be one. The problem with the stimulus, as I was talking earlier, Mark, when Pee Wee was around, was the recession that's coming on is because of the stimulus. Remember what I said 2 years ago? They flood the market with buying all this junk, and then when the market can't sell, hold on a second. I'm going to try this again. Mark's sitting there going, uh-oh, she's going to try what again? The question is, with the Pepsi, I'm going to let Mark choose since he's our special guest right now.
Right.
Cherry flavor, or do I choose watermelon flavor?
Watermelon.
All right. He's our special guest. Watermelon going down the gullet. And if you need to know, this is what they call a hard seltzer.
What kind is that?
Huh?
What kind is that, Rita?
White Claw watermelon.
Okay, yeah. Yep, I heard of that.
Let's just fill the bottle 50% We'll leave the can here. The can's pretty cold. Don't want to hold it too much. My hand feels like it's going to freeze. And then let's throw in the Pepsi too, just to see how it works. Because the last time I put Mountain Dew with a, what was it that Higgins recommended? Mountain Dew and a raspberry. And the raspberry didn't taste too good. I think it was raspberry.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Perrier water from France, Mark?
No.
So you've not had that sparkling seltzer water called Perrier from France. Have you had any, like, have you had that stout stuff that they call tonic water or club soda?
Club soda? Yeah, I've had that before, yeah.
This tastes like club soda, but a little stouter, It's got booze in it, This is actually booze, by the way, in a can. It's just high performance boo. You can basically pass this off as drinking regular tonic water to a policeman as long as they don't smell your breath.
Right.
So first of all, to cut the BS for Higgins, the Pepsi does not mask the water. The water overpowers it completely, so it's tart.
Wow,
Just so you guys know. Ugh. Doesn't taste that good, in my opinion. Have you tried the watermelon Mountain Dew? That stuff's pretty good.
No, I haven't.
They got this new one called Pepsi Nitro with nitro and Pepsi,
Pepsi Nitro. I've never tried that either.
Yeah, and then they got this limited edition Pepsi Soda Shop, Mark, which is like cream soda and vanilla cream soda and like orange cream soda and stuff,
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
There's this place. Have you ever heard of Henry Weinhardt's?
No.
Henry Weinhardt's is a nationwide chain that makes beer, right?
Uh-huh.
They make these beers, but you can also go through the Henry Weinhardt's secondary company to drink their flavorful root beer and their orange soda and their vanilla soda, and their cream soda. They make some really good stuff, that Henry Weinhardt's.
Huh.
Highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. You can even probably get a root beer sampler on Amazon if you have the funds,
Right.
But with your luck, you're probably saying, forget that, man. I don't need the extra sugar, but I also need to prep and make sure I got plenty of food in case the apocalypse happens.
Right. Yeah. You never know.
What's the stores like out where you're at? Full, empty, half empty?
I don't know, Rita. Got my girlfriend. She goes online shopping and picks the groceries up.
So you're doing like me, the lazy Rita. Well, just click, done.
Right. Yeah. Don't have to deal with the bull crap in the stores with the people or whatever, And
I don't like going to the store anyways, dude. The fact that what if you're walking down the street and some guy looks at you funny? Next thing you know, you're plugged in the store and it's like the dog and her looked at me funny, so it was self-defense.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, Rita, it's crazy.
Hey, did you hear about the former Prime Minister of Japan, Mark? He got plugged on the street. First homicide of the year with a gun in 2022 was the former Prime Minister. They say they have people that have concealed carry or weapon permits. It's like 335,000 people have guns, but they're so stringent on who gets them that out of 125 million people, only 335,000 own guns. I mean, literally, they go through, they pick and choose. They go through everything to see if you qualify for a gun. Background checks, criminal checks, social checks, family checks, mental checks, everything. Here, you walk in somewhere. I mean, they said here alone we had 49,000 deaths with guns just this year alone.
Oh yeah, yes. it's scary.
It is. Yeah, I'm like, not,
So
There
the
was
crime rate,
the former prime minister is plugged with a homemade gun.
wow, the crime rate in China shouldn't be high at all. I wouldn't think.
Japan, it's Japan. Crime rate in
Japan,
Japan is
Japan.
very low, lower than here. Here, this is
Oh
what they
yeah,
call the den of evil for all the world's countries. This is the den of evil.
yeah, right.
Yeah, so Mark Higgins says looked like two pipes taped together. Well,
Huh.
I mean
Wow.
that's the way we live. We live in a world where people around the world are basically laughing at us because we can't pass gun control because everyone says it's for liberty and freedom. Really, liberty and freedom of what? Walk down the street and you say, "Oh, look, this person here's got groceries." It's like the repairman. He opened up my pantry and says, "We know where to go when there's a food shortage and apocalypse." Like I'm gonna really open my door, man.
Right.
I'd be like, get off. I'd be like, what's his name? Clint Eastwood. Get off my lawn. Get out. 45.
Right.
45. ACP, do you feel lucky, punk? Or 454, big bore, do you feel lucky, punk? Or if you really want to do something, pull out the 480 and you're like, 480 Ruger, the second most powerful handgun in the world. Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you? How fast they would be running. I mean, those things, the bullet's like this long, and when you use jacketed hollow points and crosscuts, it leaves a hole like this. So it'd be like that guy tried to steal my food. Now I gotta clean the carpets.
Oh yeah.
We live in a world, where it's getting bad. I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
have common sense. You're like,
Uh,
why be around these idiots?
yeah, it don't matter where you're at, Rita. That's like, I live in the suburbs and I've gotten in altercations with, people, more than I lived in the hood for like a year and a half. Didn't have no problems at all. And I can't come to the suburbs. It's a whole different story.
Well, yeah,
It's
but I live on
crazy.
an island and there's so many damn problems, I mean, literally grocery prices, I mean, we live on an island with 7,000 people. So it's like my advocate said the other day. She's like, if there's an apocalypse, street, I'm coming here. Thank God I got a
Uh,
camera at the door. I ain't opening up for anyone. I'll be looking out
right.
the window being like, yeah, that asshole's still outside, Chloe. Go through the window. Check the window cams there and there and there. And if we can, go through the window and go grocery shopping. Let them stay outside the door.
Right.
And at nighttime, close it up tighter than a drum and stay in. I mean, literally,
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but do you really think, honestly, that there's going to be a collapse? I mean, in your opinion?
I didn't think so. I didn't think, everything would boil up to, the high gas prices and all that. I didn't think of that, Rita.
Yeah, well, the reason I ask is because wherever I talk to people, like I got family in Washington, I have family in Colorado, I have family all over the place, and the only ones that say they're having a food shortage problem, Mark, is the red states where they live. The blue states are well stocked. It's like the red
Huh.
state. That's the weird thing. I talked to my father-in-law who lives in Ohio. Yeah,
Mhm.
you live there too, right, Ohio? He lives in
Right.
Rocky River. Every week he goes to the grocery store and says, "Yeah, I was at the grocery store, Rita, and today it was all full." I don't know about you, but they keep it well stocked. I don't think there's going to be a collapse of the problems. I think the people that are basically prepping are the morons. The morons are telling you to prep, and then when you have almost 2 years of groceries stocked up, you're going to have to start eating it down before it goes bad.
Right. Yeah. That's
And
true.
then,
Yeah.
the thing, and then he says, Every 4 years, a fucking president basically gets in office. No one likes him. They say it's going to be the clap. So they start prepping. But during a Republican presidency, they don't even touch prepping.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. It's just that's what he said. I can't find any logic on that. But then again, everything I look for, is what it is, Mark.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's true? I mean, you're in Ohio, but then again, you order your stuff online. Dad goes through Giant Eagle, he goes through Aldi's, and he goes through Michael's. He doesn't go through other places. Michael's is a store there in Cleveland, or in Lakewood. And so to him, I mean, hey, Zoe, welcome back. So basically, the point is, she said, hello, Mark. Zoe, hello. Hello. I mean, that's why I ask people to get on with me to tell me what they know store-wise. Because everywhere I go, people are like, can you believe the preppers? They're going to have so much food. And then when nothing happens, they're going to regret it. And then they have more money out of pocket. I mean, one guy's like, you need to sell everything you own and get a piece of land.
Oh, wow.
Land for what? I can get land for under 10 grand. Problem is, I'd be living in the desert with no water and no electricity. Is that considered what you want me to live off of the grid?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Not to mention, Mark, you got to pay $6 or more a gallon for gas just to run your energy efficient generator and hope like heck you don't get caught in a thunderstorm. Those dry lightning storms out in the desert. I mean, a lot comes into thinking about this. People say, oh, well, you're not safe where you're at. Really? Let's see. From where I am, Friday Harbor, because you ask about it from time to time, and Anacortes is 40 miles of pure water. Only way in is by plane or car ferry. If there was a collapse, it would say, here's the deal. We're going to escort everyone off if you want to by ferry, or you can stay here. But if you stay here, you're on your own, which means they can turn the power off from the power plant company running the wire under the water to turn off the island. Otherwise,
So how big is your island, Rita?
It's like 5 miles by 10 miles, I think.
Okay. Wow.
And there's like 400 islands total, and the San Juan's only 4 are habited. The Shaw Island's habited by the nuns and the nunnery.
Oh, okay.
And then you have Orcas. Orcas ain't bad. Lopez. Each one does their own little business things. There's Orcas and Lopez. And the farmers aren't going to leave anyways, even if they do, unless they're set to leave due to the fact that there's no way to get their feed in, their animal feed. Because, no one knows. But being on an island for the most part, it'd be, I think the island would be the last line of defense anyways, or the last line of attack. They would be more focused on the inlands than the island,
Right.
That's how I see it, though. So Zoe's complaining it's too hot there. Well, that's why you live in a hot climate. I mean, look, you live in an area where it gets hot in the summertime. Here, it's just to show Mark and you, it is 64 degrees currently.
Wow. Yeah. 12, 14.
68 today by 3, if it gets that high. More likely it won't if it's cloudy. See, isn't that really nice? You got a nice wind going. I can't complain. If there's a civil war, that this is the first place to go to. But if civil war happens, though, you're going to be stuck there anyways because they didn't move fast enough. They're not going to give you right, Mark? They're not going to give you a heads up civil war is going to happen. It's just going to flat out happen overnight. And then when that happens, you're screwed in Chicago, Zoe.
Right, yeah.
So your girlfriend orders your groceries online. Where does she go through? Amazon?
Oh, no, through the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Just call it up. Yeah, just call it up to order the order up.
Yeah, well, the reason I ask is because Amazon is getting slower and slower for food deliveries. Literally, they're going from 7
Yeah.
to 28 plus days. I just looked at something recently to restock December 20th. It's like I'm not giving my food stamps now to pay for something for December 20th delivery. You know,
Oh wow. Wow. What was it?
what was it? Oh, it was ramen.
Wow. You gotta wait till December to get.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
wasn't gonna order it, so I ordered everything that could be delivered right away. That's why I went with lots of canned soup. Canned soup is
yeah.
easy, and
Yeah. Canned soup. How long does that last? How long does canned soup
3 to
last?
5 years, depending. I mean, right now they're going for
Oh,
expiration
okay.
to 2025 at least.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You should see Higgins' basement. He's got like 150 cans of chunky soup, 150 cans of chunky chili, like 500 10-pound cans of Quaker oats. I mean, you see his freezer, it's like filled
Quaker Oats.
top to the bottom of cheese sausages. It's like, dude,
But was he on here? Rudy?
Higgins is always on here. He just doesn't like showing his face.
Oh, okay.
He's shy. I've seen his face. He's a pretty good looking guy for 57. Kind of looks like a chubby version of Bond with the black hair. My name is Higgins, James Higgins. I like better cheddars and bourbon. I do not like whiskey shaken, not stirred. No, I didn't get any food delivered last night. That's the thing. I was a little too intoxicated, and I decided there's only 3 places I haven't tried the fish and chips, Zoe, but I'm not paying the fish and chip price of. Oh yeah, I can do screen share now, Mark. I can do screen share. This is great, isn't it? Who wants
Yeah.
to do screen share? Let's turn screen share on in a second. I can do that. Hold on. So I'm going to go to 3 websites.
Oh,
This
I'm on Twitter.
open right here. I'm going to do screen share. Hold on. Let me close this tab. I'm going to do screen share for some of you and show you what I'm talking about. So it says share screen, Chrome tab. We're going to share 3 tabs here, or 1. So here we go. So you go to this menu if everyone can see it. And if you go down, this is the lunch menu, right? The lunch menu is right here. I think you can see my scrolling, right? The lunch menu is this, okay? It says fish and chips, cask and schooner, $22.50 for cod, $34 for halibut. This is the best place in the world. I've had their fish and chips. Problem is, you get big portions of fish and chips, but do I want to part with $22.50 or $34? You see that? That's the problem. See, let me highlight it for you. There. See, fish and chips. See? Now, let's go over to the Blue Water. That's the thing. That's in restaurant too. Blue Water. Right here, good place to eat, by the way. And then you go to lunch and dinner. Now, if you scroll down, you got prawns and chips, 6 battered prawns, probably small prawns. Fish and chips, 2-piece or 3-piece right here. Battered cod, coleslaw, tartar sauce. Don't know how big the pieces are, more likely small because they, I think, share the same kitchen as the China Pearl. And by the way, people asked me the other day, what is the pricing of China Pearl? Because people sit there and say, oh, that sounds like a great place for food. The China Pearl is a Chinese pizza shop. For example, let's just talk pizzas. Pizza's 3 to 9, and you're looking at a build your own. Build your own is so basically, if you want to choose your own pizza, it is these are the ones they make. I don't see they do the build your own. Oh yeah, here it is. Build your own right here. Base price, this is this. So large, build your own. Without that, just gives you 3 cheese blend and sauce. You still got to add the meats, which is $3 per meat topping, and they shaft you on the meats. So right here is the meats, $3 each, $4. You know. So then, that one there is expensive. And then finally, you got downriggers. Downriggers, right? Is right here. You go to menus. They have 2 types of menu. This is their lunch menu. So if you go down to their lunch menu, that caught my eye. What was this? Vodka shooter. Oh yeah, vodka shooter. Oh yeah, $8.50. Yeah, fish and chips, right? You got fish and chips, temper, cod, or halibut. Cod is $20 for lunch. Halibut is $38 for lunch. Again, more money. See, fish and chips. This is their lunch price. Yeah. Then, if you go to their dinner price, by the way, the views are really good. If you go to their dinner price, everyone, talking to Zoe about pricing, here's their dinner menu. The dinner menu is there. You got the grilled ribeye, which is market price. It's like $50. Entrees from the sea. Here you go. Halibut and chips is $38. See right there. That's their dinner menu. They cut out cod. Cod's for lunch, halibut's for dinner. See? Right there. So $38. So you got to ask yourself, is it really worth paying those kind of prices right there for that? Here, I'll close screen share so you guys can't see it anymore, so you can see me. So I want to see what you guys think opinion wise. Mark, you know.
It looked good.
Yeah, and you understand why I don't want to pay the price.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I literally should have seen Higgins the other day. Got some fish and chips, right? It was like $50. Fish, the fish was the size of a freaking chicken nugget. It was halibut from McDonald's, that size, 3 of them. They say it costs more money for halibut. I mean, for the price, you can buy 3 pieces of halibut, cut it yourself for less than $20 and deep fried and battered.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, well, we live on we're a tourist trap, Zoe, that's why. 007 stuff. I just took off my makeup. No screens for me today. Yeah, well, we figured you weren't going to join us anytime soon anyways, Zoe. Mark's sitting there. I think he's smoking. Yep, smoking Mark. Trying to avoid the camera because it's so dark. I saw you there.
$8 a pack, Reed, almost.
You know, here it's $12 a pack because of the taxes. Yeah.
I got like 2 vapes. One's strawberry banana, and the other one's cotton candy.
I gave coupons for Chloe, but there's no one on the island that takes cigarette coupons. You got to take it on the freaking Indian reservation. So, you know, it's like $4 off a pack. And, you know, if you go to the res, it's like $6 a pack for American Spirits. And they always send me American Spirit things. My birthday, I get a book with like 20 coupons. So it's like, here you go, Chloe, use them. So she does use them. But the other day she said to me, I got acid reflux. My stomach's not dealing too well with the food I'm eating. Maybe I need to order off the kids menu is what she said. Because she's like, my stomach's not doing too well. Not on booze, not on anything, you know.
Really? Wow.
So apparently Gigi smokes, Mark, because she said in Chicago it's $17 a pack for Parliaments.
Gee, wow.
Well, it's $16 a pouch for pipe tobacco. I think I showed you the pipe tobacco, the little pouch. It's like 2 ounces. It was like $16 pouch.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's expensive by itself, man.
Oh, yeah.
When I go outside, it's usually on a day where there's a little wind, you know, and I just fire up and I'm like, but lately, I haven't done any of it. Excuse me, that wasn't ladylike. I haven't done that lately. Because I'm basically like When I mean, the other day,
Just once in a while.
The other day, I put my Crocs on. I have those Crocs that Hannah Bug used to sent me. Whoever Hannah Bug was, and I go out my jammies. This is my jammies, Crocs and jammies. I'm like this, and they're like too lazy to get out of your jammy, and I'm like the Ebenezer Scrooge. Humbug, leave me alone. I want to get the mail and go back in for the next 6 months.
Right, yeah.
I mean, literally, that's it,
Right.
I like a good cigar now and then.
Yeah, I used to smoke cigars.
What did you smoke? Like,
they was called
Backwoods?
No, they was called Supremes. They came in like 20, like a cigarette pack, like different kind of flavors.
Oh, you mean those little ones that's filtered cigarillos?
Yeah. I used to smoke them.
I mean the real stogies. I'm talking about the Cohibas and the Siglo 6s from Cuba and the
Nah.
I mean, those are real stogies.
Nah, not me. Nah. I never smoked nothing like that before.
Nope. Just roll up, ground up, brown, and cardboard and stick that in a pipe. Sorry, but I'm not sticking in a pipe. I'm sorry, but this is not going to be wasted on cardboard. Look at this. People ask me all the time the size of the pipe. There you go. That's the size of my pipe.
Oh, yeah.
The newest Bond, the latest Bond movie is actually on Amazon. So far, most of the Bonds are on Amazon, Zoe. I mean, me and Dad watches them every night, I think we're on we just started Daniel Craig, so we'll be done with that soon, and we got to choose something else. It's like 26 Movie Theory or 27, something like that. Higgins can smoke. He can roll that cardboard thing up, ground it up, put in his crack pipe for all I care. See, even Mark got the joke about the crack pipe.
Yeah, right.
Crack smokers will smoke anything. They'll run around the ground looking for every little pebble thinking it's a crack rock, and then they'll be like, and then you'll be like, dude, you're smoking a pebble. Oh, yeah, this is great. Have you seen them do that? I have. You carry a bag of pebbles in your thing. They'll come up to you, man, I need a crack high. Here's some pebbles. Oh, yeah. And then a policeman stopped and says, what'd you give him crack for? I didn't give him crack. I gave him pebbles. If you analyze this bag here, I pulled it off the road over there. They're small enough they can fit in a crack pipe. They won't know the difference. He's like, the guy's like, I'm going to get this guy involuntary committed. And so you're giving people pebbles. Yeah, if they come up to me, here's a bag of pebbles. When they hear pebbles, they think crack. So they're like, crack pebbles. Instead, they're actually little rocks I picked up on the road. I rinse them off good. And then I'm like, here you go, dude.
Yeah.
No quack. At GG no quack yard. How do you two know each other? Me and Mark, he's a moderator of mine. Mark at first came on pestering all the moderators when the stimulus check was coming. Then he just joined in as part of the gang. Hold on a sec. I'm going to answer this. Hello. Hi.
You want frozen meals, right?
Yeah, I wanted those Salisbury steaks and then those chicken things. I haven't tried the chicken things yet. The chicken patty things. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Fried chicken. Here we go. I might get a couple of those myself. The chicken ones, I mean.
This drink sucks. Even with Pepsi in it, doesn't taste right.
I'll get you 2 chickens.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. And if we got the room, maybe grab some of those mega meals. Maybe. I don't know if we have the room.
We'll get you a mega meal for another day.
All right, cool. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna get these, and that's it.
I think so, unless there's something else I want. Right now, I don't know. No, not really. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah?
I'm gonna cover my own chicken meals. I like chicken meals here.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye. What a fucking shit fuck. Turns around, right? Mark's probably sitting there going, shit fuck, what happened? Oh, well, trying to hold me up on the phone. Then says, oh, never mind. I'll just have to cover my own meals. What a shit fuck.
Right, wow.
At the end, while you're holding on, I got co-host Mark with me, and they're like, oh, yeah, I got to cover my own meals. He's in Mark's in Ohio, Zoe.
Somebody wants to talk to you, Rita.
No, the kitty cat, yeah. Are you okay? You weren't breathing. He wasn't breathing for a minute. Are you okay?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just stopped. His nose wasn't moving, nothing. So are you okay, Bon Bon? Oh, you okay, huh? All right, sorry. Maybe he was sleeping. You have a cat. I have a doggy. Doggy and a bunny. Bunny's basically unhappy now. I woke him up, apparently. This does not taste. So, yeah, Chloe, you finished your TV, your ribs. It was in a room. You should have something else. Yeah, maybe some TV dinners tonight. I mean, I got to wait till Monday or Tuesday when my food comes in. Then I get to do an online boxing with all of you to show you what supplies I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, you know. Trying to be very frugal.
You like Coke, Rita? You like Coke?
Coca-Cola, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind Coca-Cola. When you said Coke, I was like, what? No, I don't want to snort something up my nose.
Right.
That's why I always say Coca-Cola. People are like, you like Coke? No, I don't want to snort something up my nose.
Right. Pepsi's good. Pepsi's all right.
I find Pepsi to be better, in my opinion, than Coke. Coke just, I don't know. The Coke, I mean, there's the Pepsi side, the Coke side. I always prefer the Pepsi side. But, you know, I'm like the underdog, too. I don't mind drinking a generic, like Sam's Choice Cola or RC. Yeah. You remember all RC. Or what about Big Red? If you can get one of those red-flavored bubblegum sodas, those are really good, too, as a kid.
Right. Yeah.
I love that burning effect Coke going down. You know, the other day I told everyone on YouTube that I should be on Zoe's consideration list when she gets her book published. You know, I would make her laugh and take care of her. You know, so I told her to put me on her consideration list.
Right. How old is Zoe?
She'll be 50 this year. I'll be 44. So. But,
okay.
You know, I always joke with her. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm going on a breakfast date. Friends with benefits. I think Mark would get the joke. Friends with benefits. Never answers yes either. So, you know, friends with benefits. You know,
yeah, I had that. I had some lady buy me dinner after our little flings. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know me. I've spoken about it many times. I'm not sexually active, so to me, I'm looking for a companion. You know, so you know, my husband and I, we were perfect together. But
right.
Oh yeah, you know. So the other day, I sent Chloe a recipe online. You're gonna laugh at this. For homemade Salisbury steak. I would love a homemade Salisbury steak, right? Like Grandma used to make.
Yeah.
She turns around. She's like, yeah, I'll get to it. Never wrote the recipe down. I finally said, you know what? I'm going to fire up the fucking printer, print, staple, and say, here's the ingredients. Go get it. You know, it took me like 20 times before getting her to teach her how to cook manicottis. You know, have you ever had manicottis?
I think so.
It's basically like a giant shell like this. It's like this round and about yay long, right? And you fill it with meats or cheeses. I always fill mine with 3 cheeses, but the third cheese is special because, no, I'm not giving you the recipes, though, so don't ask. The third cheese is special because it's a smoked, mind you, Parmesan. And the smoked brings out the manicotti really good. Then what you do is you bake the manicotti in the oven for 45 minutes at 300, 350 with tomato sauce on it. Then you just take some Parmesan and ground it up or roll it up, you know, afterwards, or shredded Parmesan about 5 or 10 minutes before it's done. Throw it in the oven again, and it comes out so yummy.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find that picture on my phone. You got to see the pictures. Pictures is a million words. You know, I think it's here. That's my pizza I made. Nope, guess it's not anywhere. That's Moppy. No. That's, yeah. Dude, it's not here? What, it's on the camera itself? Dude, I don't take many pictures on my phone. It says I have 2,000 photos in the last 3 years.
Really?
Let's see, there's my hot dogs from Chicago. Ellsberg, or Iceberg, is it called? Eisenbergs. Those things are so tasty. They're the best hot dogs in the world, I tell you. You can only get them on the ferry. So every time Chloe comes back from the island, she's always bringing me those hot dogs. I can just scarf them up.
How much are they, Rita?
And they're like $4 each. They're just dead. They're the best hot dogs in the market.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Books, bourbon. Yeah, no one wants to see bourbon pics. I'm trying to find that one. Oh yeah, here's a. No, we'll skip those pics. Those are topless next to something else. Don't want to get banned from YouTube. You can make it private, but still. Oh, here they are. See? Manicottis. Ah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yep.
Cheese filled. Takes up the whole plate. What do you think?
Looks good.
Yeah, I don't want the picture to the right. It goes to a topless pic. No one wants to see me topless.
I like my shirt.
Friends with benefits, tourists with lots of money. So basically, she's an escort. You're getting free breakfast and mimosas out of it. You hear that, Mark? She's an escort. She just said, not friends with benefits, tourists with a lot of money. So she's an escort. I usually part ways with them before the sun goes down and they start getting frisky. I did have 2 mimosas and an excellent breakfast croissant. Yeah, but she's basically saying she's an escort.
Who's the escort?
Mexican Coke in the glass bottle. Yeah, I used to live in Little Mexico. That was good. Chicago hot dogs are the bomb. Yeah, but you know, there's other hot dogs that are the bomb too. You know what's really good for hot dogs is there's this place in Seattle. It's called Stadium Deli. They sell the most best hot dogs that I can get anywhere in the United States. They are the hot dog setup. Oh, Mark, you're in Ohio, so I got to ask you. I have tried it, but I assume you haven't. Have you tried or heard of the Hot Dog Inn?
Hot Dog Inn, never heard of it.
They are no longer in business, but they line up a whole arm like this, your entire arm, and they load them up with hot dogs, and they'll ask you what you want. You want chili, you want guacamole, jalapenos, you name it, and they'll just layer it up there. Then for $5 you get an arm length of hot dogs. So it never touched the skin, and they just load them up.
Well, hey, how you like my shirt?
Head of the table? Yes, that is awesome.
Yeah, wrestling, yeah.
You see what she says? She says, I'm not an escort. I like to save my own money. You see, I'm trying to find a sugar mama. What do you think of that, Mark?
Yeah, it's possible, Rita. You know.
I'm just joking. I'm very well uh, content. I like to do my things my own time. And I don't need a sugar.
Right. Right. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. I
no,
can understand
no,
that.
anyways, for me.
Yeah, because when I was single, yeah, I was like, y- you had more freedom, and you know what I mean. You had more room to move around. You know.
Well, yeah, I have my own freedoms. Yeah, people say, oh, Chloe does everything. I don't want to go out. That's the thing. I got to guard my food. I mean, literally, I have advocates that want to do stuff, but then they turn around and they're like, oh, we can't do that, Rita, because the doctor won't do that. Whatever. Excuse after excuse, To me, I'm just like, whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
but me,
different.
when I want to do something, I'll do it. I'm kind of in
Yeah.
some ways I'm kind of lazy.
Yeah. It's different when you live alone, and then when you live
Well,
with other people.
I have a roommate, but I mean, I'm putting boundaries up where it's like, leave me the fuck alone. Is what I tell her most of the time. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
And on top of that, she thinks because she's a woman, former dude, that everyone needs to treat her like a princess. Bullshit. You made more of the dishes. Go clean them up. What do you think you invested $300 for a dishwasher? Rinse everything off, throw them in there, push a button, rinse them off, throw them in there after one after the other. The pile would be down to nothing.
Right.
Instead, leaves the door open and I hear YouTube going. It's like, is that all you do is YouTube? Your room needs to be clean when the repairman comes to fix something. Otherwise, you'll be evicted yourself for not cleaning it. And then I'm like, that's fine by me. I don't mind cleaning up the room and getting the repairs done with you kicked out. It's like that asshole the other day, Mofo said to me, oh,
Yeah.
you'll be sorry when Chloe leaves. Chloe won't leave. We all know she won't leave. She's too content, what's going on. I got to bounce. Need to call AT&T even with the discounted zero internet. They increase my phone bill back up to above 51 laters. Yeah, well, I understand what you're saying, Zoe. We both do. The problem is I'm more laid back too. The thing is, I get a lot of people mark ask me, "Are you really prepping?" Because the shit's gonna hit the fan, and every time I turn around and I say, "Yeah," but everywhere I go and everywhere I talk to, people are like, "Oh yeah, the grocery stores are full." Grocery stores are full. Then what's the point? I mean,
Right.
is the Republicans worried for some reason? And then on top of that, everyone wants to blame Biden, right? Give the old man a break. I mean, every president gets blamed for something. Oh, that was Obama. Oh, that was Trump. Oh, that was Biden. Oh, that was Bush. Oh, that was Bush Sr. Oh, that was Clinton. Give these people a break.
Right.
I mean, it's the federal government. The president doesn't make all the policies. He has to listen to everyone and then be like, okay. With me, I'd be a bad president. I'd be the one being like, I got to make a decision on what? No, thanks. I'd like to go to the titty bar first, and then I'll make the decision. Then I'll figure it out. Oh, and by the way, guys, just leave me that case of money. The government's not going to be missing that $10 million that I over the course of 1 year for me to give those to the strippers. Got to do something. I mean, it must be boring as hell, I'm Secret Service. Can't go because we're the Secret Service. Well, I'm the president. I'm going anyways. Unless you want to bring the whores to the White House, and I can see all the titties there, I mean, you got to think of something funny to do if you're president, I mean, literally, you can't just be cooped up in that big house all the time,
Right.
In the news, Zoe, in the news, there's 2 articles that made of importance. 3, if you count Biden signing an executive order giving more money and giving authority to protect abortion. That's going to be temporary until the next president reverses it, but it also is strengthening while he gets the women voters to mobilize to go to the polls. The second thing is me and Mark were talking about Shinzo Abe, the former prime minister of Japan, was gunned down today. The first homicide by gun in 2022 was with Shinzo Abe. It was officially plugged by a homemade gun. Third news was interesting. Recession's coming. Pretty bad one. They say it could be 2 years, could be 10 years, could be 20 years, could be 40 years. Problem is they say they either have to let us have the high inflation till either the country collapses and no one can buy anything, or they slow down the inflation by raising the interest rates at the Federal Reserve by Jerome Powell. But if they raise the interest rate high, they can lower the inflation, but more people would be fired. Now, if they keep the interest rate low right now where it's at, and let it go into recession, well, there's nothing being done because Mitch McConnell said it best. There's not going to be any more stimulus checks. Sorry, Mark, no more. He said it himself. No more stimulus. Everyone should get back to work. Unfortunately, the news said because of the stimulus checks, as I said 2 years before you were in the picture, Zoe, 2 years, the stimulus checks caused this entire recession. And I even told this to Mark and everyone on a daily basis on an 8-hour video what was going to happen. And now look. Who's the prophet? This stuff tastes like crap. All right, I guess I got to fire down that, what was the other one? I got cherry. Yeah, I got to drink that cherry one next. I stopped watching so I can get more writing done. Oh, what? That is rare for Japan. Yeah, but they're not going to want to work unless the food stamps completely get cut off. And that's something that we should talk about. Sorry, Mark. I got to do this. Underwear was riding my butt. All right, so sorry about that. That was not ladylike. Basically, the problem is people aren't going to go back to work fast enough unless the food stamps completely run out and the extended goes away. But as long as states are doing the extended, the blue states have no intention of working. I think that seltzer had more watermelon flavor than anything. Let's try this cherry. It should be tart. Frankly, I don't know what to expect for this one, but the last time I had 3, this might be just the last one I have for today. I'm trying to drink them down because it tastes like crap anyways. There we go. Add some Pepsi into it a little later. There we go. This one tastes pretty funky. Tastes like floor cleaner. Doesn't smell. Let's see, not everyone though. No, not everyone. No, the problem is as long as the blue states, Mark probably can agree with me. I think you can give your opinion too, Mark. But as long as the food stamps keep trickling down, no one's going to work. And with free internet and going to advocacies and saying they need phone service, cell phone service, and internet free and rent free, they're not going to get back to work.
Right.
Your take on it, Mark?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So the other problem is, as long as the freebies keep rolling in, no one's going to no one's going to want to go back to work. And as long as the blue states keep finding ways to extend the food stamps, problems are going to be really bad. Okay, first of all, I'll tell you what the problems are, Zoe. Mark probably already know. Actually, he doesn't because he doesn't order anything online except for his groceries through the local grocery store. Give locally. That's my motto. So basically what it is this. Sorry. The The people that are losing workers is Amazon because of their strict piss in a bottle, toilet breaks, etc. And the bathrooms aren't where it is. So Amazon is losing workers left and right in all 50 states. Because of it, shipping has been gone down the toilet. Target's better and Walmart's better, but with the lack of stuff coming into their warehouses, they can't ship out stuff, so everything's pickup only. So, as long as no one's working in those departments, driving forklifts and everything else, forklift drivers, by the way, make like 35 an hour to start. By the way, the reason they get so high pay and hazard pay is because those forklifts can't tip easy too,
Right,
and they're
yeah.
prone to explode because most of them run on propane. Hold on. No, I drank the White Claw first and put some Pepsi in it. This is that San Juan stuff now, the cherry. Chloe said, "Oh, do you need anything else?" Yeah, I could use something that doesn't taste like crap. But you know what? When she said to me, "Mark, I guess I'm going to pay for my meals." Yeah. Do I look like a fucking bank?
Oh, wow.
Literally, this stuff, she had a raspberry last night. She's like, "Oh God, this stuff ain't that good." And I'm like in bed, half asleep, going, "Yeah, I told you so." It'd be better used to dump down the toilet, but I can't see myself wasting money, you know. Yeah, well, Zoe, the problem is, honey, is it's not just spreading anywhere. I mean, if you want to get technical, let me tell you a secret, okay? If you look at the local news or certain websites, it'll tell you the new numbers. Like every day we get a new number. Like, for example, right? Yeah, like I'm looking at the newspaper, right? And so it's saying, how many is on, how many people got sick, and it tells us, it'll be like, oh yeah, like since July we got like 400 cases on this island. So why? That's another reason why I keep telling Brother Mark I don't want to go out at all.
Yeah.
Whenever I get sick, I go and test myself. If it's positive, I'm like, yeah, well, fuck the county. They don't need to know. So I'm not feeling too well, and I got the runs. Test, okay. The nose part is what really hurts. Just run that thing up there, like, So I'm looking over the newspaper real quick. I had an ad last week. It was in the paper, I think, So someone found meth in a house they were cleaning. Someone hit a mailbox. That's news. Domestic thing on a boat. Detective's office to follow up an agency assect. Wow, an active one. That's nice to know. Shoreline access and this, tail lamps. Report of fraud. Yeah, I had a fraud case a week ago. So someone found a old stick of dynamite on their land, so they're calling the bomb squad to defuse it because if they move it, it can blow up. Wow. See, I enjoy reading these, So this one here did refuse the breathalyzer by court order and was hauled off to jail. Can you believe that, Marco? You refused the breathalyzer, you're going to jail by court order. Thank God
Wow.
don't let me be, you know. License extended third degree. Yeah. An investigation is ongoing of harassment. Island Bar. Domestic and Friday. No any crime being committed. Infraction for not breathing a breathalyzer. Can you believe this crap? Don't breathe and you get an infraction. Roche Harbor. An individual reviews a report with court order violation going to the prosecuting attorney. Is that all they do anymore? You violate, you don't go to jail, you just get it, disorderly conduct. Someone got booted, yelling and screaming about it. Yeah, so there's nothing. Ferry line cut in and out. Can you believe this crap? I mean, there we go. I mean, the news here is pretty utterly crappy. If you read the newspaper, Mark.
Yeah.
So, did I ever tell you one of my purchase ideas this month for my present for myself? I actually made a joke the other day. Remember, Higgins is always addicted to his gift card thingy. So you got enough gift cards. I'll take a present from you, Higgins. No thanks. No dice. Jokingly, of course. I'm not a mooch, but I was talking. I have an Amazon wish list I extended again. And I was looking at a police scanner because ours still is on analog signal. I can get one of those base station ones, but they want $70 to program it. Then I can listen to anything I want, Just turn it on and listen to it, They program it,
Right.
What part of Ohio are you in, Mark?
Columbus.
John Campbell. Yeah, I know John Campbell. I thought he was a quack. That's why I stopped watching him. It's like, if I want news, I can go some. There he goes. Oh, big belt. If I want news, I'll just go through the right channels here in this country. I don't need to go look up some YouTuber. You know why I don't look up YouTubers anymore, Mark? 99% of them are only doing it to fucking make a paycheck.
Yeah.
Look at that one guy. Basically sits there. There's this guy called Southern Prepper. Nice guy, by the way. He keeps getting like thousands of subscribers, right? And there he's like, buy groceries prepared, buy this, do that, and all this stuff. I've given him like 12 tips, right? No replies, nothing. My opinion is this a you better prep because you're a fucking Republican thing, or you better prep because you're a Democrat? I mean, literally, all the stores I've seen so far and heard of in this state, even the Republican counties, are full. Oh, the warehouses are full up and shipping's moving. Thing is, no one knows the answer. I mean, literally, it's like, I'm afraid to basically say prep, right? Due to the fact that what happens if they have groceries? Who's going to be fault at it? Southern Prepper, oh no, he just didn't know about it. We'll blame the tranny, quote unquote. I'm under the umbrella. We'll blame the tranny for all the money we lost putting into prepping. I mean, so what do you do,
Right.
I mean, literally, what do we do, What part of Ohio, Mark? I'm in downtown near the Navy here in Chicago. But where are you at? You're out of Columbus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's out of Columbus. That's right. I have a family member out of Columbus. OSU territory, Ohio State University territory. Is that where you're from?
Yeah. But I live in a suburb. So.
Hang on, Sloopy Land? Sloopy Land? What's Sloopy Land? I don't know what a Sloopy Land is. You know what a Sloopy Land is, Mark?
Sleepy Land. Oh, that's the college theme, something like that. Yeah, I lived on the outskirts of Columbus. Like Columbus is like right by me. So
My father-in-law's rich aunt lived in Columbus, in the rich part of Columbus, in a mansion.
oh yeah,
Yeah. You know what's the best part of Ohio?
Cincinnati because you
No,
got
Sandusky.
Sandusky. I never been there before.
What, you've never been to Cedar Point? What about Kings Island? Have you been there?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that badass? That's like driving through the freeway and they're like, there's where you're going. You see this big roller coaster and you're like, oh yeah, or you're riding through the train, it's like next stop Sandusky, and before you get through the train station, you go past the on the train, you look up and the entire amusement park's lit up at night, and you can see that giant roller coaster and you're just like, that place is badass.
Right, yeah.
And then
Hey,
they
Reed, I'm
closed
on.
Geauga Lake. They closed Geauga Lake in Ohio. If you didn't know that, in Aurora, they closed that up completely.
Right, oh, okay, yeah.
They have
Hey, Reed,
Kennywood still available. Kennywood and Dorney Park still available.
huh? You heard of
Yeah,
the
but
big splash?
Geauga was closed.
I think they got a pool in Cincinnati. It's called the Splash. It's like right by Kings Island, I think.
Yeah. Well, I love amusement parks. I do. Keep telling
Right.
Dad I might take the train out that way one day. I mean, you know what my favorite part about Cedar Point was? The Best Western. You went in there. You go downstairs at the Best Western room. Went downstairs, and this guy opens up this little grate and says, "Now we're open." You look in there, and there's a Perkins. You go in there, and you're like, "I'll take the special." Oh, you want the omelet with the gravy on the top? That's where I learned that they put country fried gravy, sausage country fried gravy on an omelet. I'm telling you, I fell in love with that. Got back to home to here in Washington. My mom was still waitressing at Denny's. I was like, "Give me your best omelet, Mom, and put gravy on the top." She's like, "Gravy on the top of an omelet? You haven't had it till you tried it." So she's like, so she's sitting there, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, do that, right?" And then my mom, she sometimes likes to pooch people's food, so she's like, "Can I have some?" I'm like, "Okay." And the customer's like, "Why'd you give her some?" "Because if I don't, I'll get her boot up her ass." "Why would she do that to you?" "Because she's my mom and I'm buying this meal, so she wants to sample it." And she goes, "That's pretty damn good." And the lady's like, "Your daughter?" "Yep. The only thing my daughter doesn't order is milkshakes. You'll know she'll be wearing one on her head." Order a milkshake if it's mom making it. If someone else making it, you can make it, order as many as you want.
Right, yeah. Hey,
Hollywood's
Reed,
fun too, yeah.
Hey, Reed, I'm gonna have to jump off here. Get my battery's low, and the
I
StreamYard. It
told
takes a
you to
lot.
put that thing charged, man. Put it on a little stand, and charge it while it's running on the camera mode. But no one listens to me. You can always charge it while you're running it too.
Right, yeah, but I don't have a stand though. I gotta get a stand on it. So,
See, okie dokie then.
all right. Hey, I'll talk to you later, Rita. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey,
Take care.
all right. It's good talking with you.
Yep. There you can see I got the Pepsi in here. Slow drinking this baby. This thing tastes like crap. I don't like White Claw. Yeah, well, you know what's really a blast? Google Silverwood. That was pretty damn fun too. Silverwood. I think what's that other one that was Enchanted Forest went out of business. There's that one, I can't remember the name of it now. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I put Pepsi in there. Yeah, try let me see if I can find that. You see if you want to go somewhere, there's Silverwood. Here's Silverwood. Silverwood's awesome. Silverwood. Check that out, Zoe. And then while you're at it, let me check the other thing real quick. I think it's this one, right? Ah, yes. Here you go. This is what you want right here. 40 years in business. 45, you know. That's here in Washington. All you got to do is go a little south. What do they have there? Thrill rides. Let's see thrill rides. Oh, yeah, the log ride. I got to have the log ride, man. Definitely a log ride. And then they got the water park. Yeah. Your electrolyte payment was posted. Whatever. That's cool. Yeah, so I don't mind a good theme park, in my opinion. Matter of fact, I don't mind it at all. This stuff tastes like crap, though. Maybe, yeah, I can see an officer. Is that homemade beer you're drinking? No, not that I know of. It's just Pepsi with a little bit of bubbles in it. Pepsi and seltzer water. Where's the seltzer waters? You don't know what you're missing. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I know things you don't know. For example, I don't mind California. I've always wanted to go to Disney World, Disneyland, but I hear they're trans discrimination or hermaphroditic, so I'm like, fuck it. And I don't like service dogs. Here, Higgins, old boy, he's like, here, I gotta go and make phone calls. Good for you, Higgins, old boy. I don't. All I gotta do is basically, Yeah, I love the log rides. I spent like 4 hours there one day at Silverwood, just to get in line to cool down. It was like 120. I was barbecued as a crisp. Then after we did all the rides, we went into the water park part. They have a wave generating pool. That was fun. Problem is, too many people insulted me back in the day. The hotel sucked too, driving across the mountains in a little Geo. That was pretty fun with my sister. She committed suicide last year, but man, we had a hoot. I remember she turned around. I was sitting there and I took them to dinner, right? And everyone got theirs, right? And I was like, I ain't eating this. We got back to the hotel and she's like, oh my God. She's like, you're picky. I said, you try it. She's like, oh God. It's been under a heat lamp all day. It was a chicken sandwich and the lettuce was so I walked downstairs to the hotel there and I was like, hey. And they're like, yeah. I was like, kitchen open? They're like, yeah. Give me a menu. I want to cook. You have something take upstairs. So I took it upstairs, put it in the microwave later, and I went swimming. Oh, I must have been in the pool for 4 hours that night after we got back. I was burnt to a crisp. I threw on a swimsuit and I was in there. So many guys were talking. This one lady, she was talking about, this one lady, right? Transgendered woman. She's like, you know what the problem is when you have a sex change? And I'm sitting there going, no, what? You got to give up wearing just swim trunks. Well, why'd you have a sex change? Because I thought it was what I wanted, but I regret it. That's what the lady said. And I'm sitting there going, okay, whatever, So basically, the sandwich was dry. So I took the food from the kitchen I ordered and then I went back to the hotel. And then I put my food in the refrigerator, had my own room. Didn't share with my sister. I paid for 2 rooms. And then I went swimming, and this tranny was like, you know what's bad? You get implants, you gotta wear a swimsuit. And I'm sitting there in this pool, right? Finally, everyone leaves. My sister says, oh, we've been to Silverwood for like 4 days in a row. I think we should take a day off. And I'm like, fine, fine. So, we went to the old spaghetti factory. But what was interesting is when I was there, sister came down after she put the kids to sleep. Comes down, looks at me, and I'm in a hot tub going, damn, this feels good. I should get one of these at home. She's like, Mom won't allow you to have one. I'm like, yeah, a water bill alone. So, but the Silverwood wasn't bad. My sister, she just basically, see what happened with sister was, sister in Colorado called me, told me she needed to talk to me. And like 3 days later, I talked to her after she kept pushing for it. So I called her up like 8 in the morning. That's when she told me sister committed suicide by alcohol and booze and fentanyl was in her system. So the following Monday, I called for the coroner's report, paid the $80, got the full report. Pictures are kind of gory, but if you get past the pictures, you can understand. They dissected her. Found out she died of fentanyl and booze, leaving it like 3 pages or 4 pages. Whereas my husband got dissected. He had a 100-page coroner's report. But my sister, because it was basically drug and alcohol use with mental illness, they marked it 4, closed the case. And that was what happened. Couldn't believe it. This is fading, isn't it? What is this? PB beat of C. That, I don't know. As long as it is a PBR, See that new news article about PBR? They got an 1844. That's when PBR started. Pabst Blue Ribbon. They got this new promo. Get 1844 mega Ks, celebrating their birth year. 1844 cans. Yeah, opioids and then slowed her breathing down, killed her. Coroner couldn't tell me much. I sent the report over to. See, the coroner said I can't share the coroner's report with anyone except lawyers. So I contacted a friend of mine and said, that's true. He said, yeah, pretty much. I said, but you're the investigator for this county. Look it over. He looked it over and he says, for a drug case, they just closed the book. They just put suicide by booze and fentanyl, closed it as accidental suicide. That was what they said. The insurance company wasn't going to pay anyways, but point is she died because of it. He said that's standard operating procedure. Now, with hubby, on the other hand, it was 100 pages because they had so many things they had to dig up. They'd watch YouTube bits, and they had to watch this, and they had to watch that, and then they had to do it. It took about 3 months to get the full report because they did it. Whereas my sister, it only took 10 days. Then my niece apparently committed suicide after her. All because she couldn't be without her mom. Now my nephew doesn't want to talk to anyone right now. And it's funny, my mom gave her a ring that was worth $500,000. I told Mom, sell it and divide the money up and pay your bills off. No, I promised this to your sister. Even my sister in Alaska called me and said it was utter bullshit. We could have basically had a nice little nest egg. Instead, we get fucking shafted with nothing. I said, well, I inherited a chair. She said, oh, yes, you got a chair. And 2 pictures. One being a mom's car. Which, by the way, I think that mom's car laying around here somewhere. I saw it the other day. Chloe still can't believe my mom's car. We called it a boat for a reason. Yeah, probably moved it again. You know how I am with this stuff. Told Chloe to fucking quit. Let me see. Is it over here again? No, that's a picture I was going to scan for you. Apparently I was a cute kid back. I was going to scan it for Pee-wee, I think. Or is it this? No, that's my pictures with my sisters. Only picture I have. See, my sister hogged all the pictures. And when my mom died, she took all the pictures saying I didn't deserve them because I was abusive towards my mother using that card. The only time I was argumentative with my mom was when, here it is, picture of the boat. See, look at this. It even came with a driver at times. Yeah. Now that is a car. Yeah, a month later, committed suicide. Yeah, after my sister. See? Now that's a car. Well, my nephew found her in the apartment, then tried to get a hold of my niece. My niece couldn't be reached. And when they did get rid of my niece, a week after he reached her, she died. End of story. Yeah, so basically my nephew is miserable as hell, supposedly, and doesn't want to talk to anyone. And with me, my sister's like, what is going to happen if you die? Well, Poppy, did I ever tell you the story what happened to my father-in-law the other day? I'll tell you the story because I told this to Pee-wee earlier. While I drink this, okay? So, this is sad, okay? Neighbor knocks on the door the other day, right? Asking me about the internet. And I said, oh, I'll get to you later, right? So I'm walking upstairs later, and she stops me. She says, heard rumors about your debit card missing. Are you going to get the internet paid? I said, why? Well, we just don't want to lose internet. So I said to my neighbor, she's a Jehovah's Witness. Excuse me, that's not what I said to her, but I'm trying to be humorous here. I said, what am I? Am I the provider of services? And the internet will be paid when it goes in. If it doesn't pay this month, it gets paid next month. It just rolls over, which means I pay $130, okay? Okay. So I get upstairs, and this other Jehovah's Witness, her best friend, said, what are you complaining about? And the manager's there, and the repair people. They're all Mormon. The manager and the repair people are Mormon. The repair person and his wife, they're Mormon, and their daughter's the manager here. So I looked at them, and I said, what, you want to evict me for snapping at someone when I said I'm a service? They said, please explain. I said, okay. She asked me if the internet bill is going to be paid because I give her the internet free of charge. My debit card's missing. She said, that sucks, but you'll get it soon. And the bills will be covered. Meanwhile, as I get done talking, they're Mormons, I said, it's not about Jehovah's Witness. I said, am I just the service provider around here? Neighbor who's got my streaming services said, oh, Rita, I know your debit card is not working right now. I just hope we don't lose services. I found some great TV shows on Paramount Plus and Showtime. So please don't let it go. And I go, again, am I the fucking service provider? I said, you going to evict me for swearing? And the manager had a heart. She said, no, I'm not. And then I said, no one around here even offers. I give a free everything without any complaints. And then no one offers to give me anything. They're like, oh, I'll put a $50 on the clip. Doesn't do it. And then they say, oh, your internet's going to be turned off there. Oh, the streaming service is going to be turned off, So what happens the other day, Zoe? I'll tell you what happened. The other day, your old dad says, don't forget when your debit card comes to pay the streaming services, I don't want to lose any services.
They always think about themselves.
And that's what I told him. Well, yeah, I'll be in here. I'm going to take them out soon. So, apparently I get to try this, Zoe. Boneless fried chicken. See, this is my meal tonight. It's boneless fried chicken. Before I pass out, I'm going to have some boneless fried chicken. I just wish Chloe would eat some of the stuff down. Always makes room for the crap she wants to put in there. There we go. Should be enough room for her. She said, oh, this is my stuff, really. How much is in here? Because I think we don't have room. Oh, more boneless. Oh, this is the boneless for her. More TV dinners. We're going to have to fucking cram them in places. Damn it. Oh, crap. You know what that means, right, Zoe? It means I gotta play musical move around for a minute. Little trick we've learned. I'll show you what it is. It goes like this. So what you do is move this stuff here, take those TV dinners there, move the chair, and voila. And we'll get to them as when we get to them. So I guess chicken's my dinner tonight. So, done and done. Sorry, Ebo. You got plenty of food, you little turd nugget. Anyways, where was I? I'm gonna empty this now. I won't empty it. You got my dip, Chloe? Oh shit, forgot my dip again. You have my dippy?
Yes, I have your gift
And my phone?
and your phone.
Kansas City stuff to make some room, otherwise the other freezer's full. There we go. You see, I asked her. Ah, shit. Hold on. Zoe's like, uh-oh. When I said shit, I meant shit. Out of love. So I turned around, right? And I said to Chloe, what gives? And she's like, what right now? I just got home, I'm caught. I said, what's with this? She said, I don't know. Ass was cold and they gave me grizzly. Damn excuse. Hate when that happens, you know? If you're going to be buying brand name, you buy what you want. Unless the son of a bitch was paying out of her own damn pocket. Oh, yes. Yes. You heard what happened earlier, right? What you called me? Who's paying for my dinners? Well, it ain't me. Hell, she owes me like $65,000. I like to get paid one of these days, even if it's monthly installments. So what happened to take care of someone for 5 years while waiting for disability? Everybody's also painkillers. They just said there was muscle relaxers, painkillers, booze, and fentanyl. Oh yeah, the neighbors that drove witness. The other neighbors sitting there like, oh, well, I thought because you got paid. This is the other Jehovah's Witness. Then we didn't have to give you $50. You got paid. I mean, literally, that was her answer. You got paid. Excuse me. And to me, I'm like, so my dad, the other day, he's like, make sure you pay the streaming service. So what did I do? Waiting for them to email me saying, you need to update your info. Why should I pay for it? I mean, literally, why should I pay for something, Zoe, when every motherfucker out there thinks of me as a service provider? I mean, look, Chloe doesn't even worry about the fucking internet. She's like, oh, it comes down to your card, so I don't have to worry. I like to find a roommate that would at least pay half of everything. Why did I go with soups? Because Chloe can't eat cream-based soups, so she won't be stealing it. Not even during an apocalypse. She'd rather eat grass like a cow. Yeah, it is crazy, you know? I mean, I got something I'm working on, right? It's got to be paid this month. But in the meantime, just trying to get everything lined up to pay it is like trying to find a needle in a haystack, right? Mm. So it's like, all this stuff happens, right? And people say to me, "Oh, thing is I have lost family." One family member checked in with me and was like, "Oh yeah, just want to talk about that rape." And that's it. Hasn't talked to me in over a year after sister died. Another sister says, "Oh, thanks for providing services." I mean, on the phone. "Oh, did you lose your services?" "No." "Will you lose it?" "Why are you worried?" "Well, it's the gift that keeps on giving." "Yeah, well, last time I said something about the gift that kept on giving, you said, 'I'm sorry, I can't buy you a birthday present because I can't afford anything. I had to buy groceries for my daughter.'" Fine. But we're using your streaming services and we're loving it. So make sure you don't lose it, so we don't lose services. So I'm supplying you, your son, your son, your daughter, your grandkid, your little grandkid. I'm supplying you all, and then I gotta sit around and basically hear you say, I mean, what is it with people? Am I the provider? I mean, literally, it makes me disgusted that I sit there and I provide, and then everyone reminds me, "Oh, you need to make sure to pay the streaming services." I used to have 5. But being disowned, that went down to 4. Then with suicide, that's 3. Then another one who doesn't talk to me, so that's disownment 1. So right now I'm down to 1 out of 4. It's still remaining alive. And then I have no family that talks to me. Cousin Dinky, last message I got was over 2 weeks ago. That's it, This stuff tastes like crap. Can't believe they put water and fuse it together with booze. So, then my Mormon aunt doesn't want to talk to me, disowned me. Apparently swearing on Facebook is against her religion and being who I am. So I'm down to Dinky and Corey, who aren't talking to me. So that means my aunt, who writes me once a week. That leaves me with Higgins, who checks in with me. The neighbors who only want to complain when services are hindered or slowing down. And Chloe, that's it. No one else. Oh, and my father-in-law, who basically sits there and wants to remind me of stuff that I should or shouldn't be doing. And yet, and Pee-wee, Higgins, Mark, you. That's about it in my circle. Yeah, well, you probably have a good relationship with your family. I don't. You see, being born both, you have to either choose the sex they wanted you to be or the sex that you choose to be. And because I chose the sex I needed to be, I got cut off with the whole fucking world. Plain and simple. And then they say, "Oh, well, it's because you don't pass well." That's what a lot of trannies say. You know what? It's not about passing. It's about who you are. And because you have all these fucking panty-waist communist bastards that want to support them, "Oh, you need to pass a Herbert and you can get married, and we don't need to tell him that you used to be a guy." See, I've been through so much. Why do you think I'm bitter against these people? I mean, literally, I live in the epitome of misery at times. I zone out, I play games. Literally. I had to literally fight for everything I have. Layaway deals and everything else. And yet, people sit there and say, "Oh, you need to prep more. You're going to go hungry." For someone who tells me to prep more, why is it the grocery stores are always fucking full? It's like the other day, I was telling Pee-wee the other day, and Pee-wee didn't have any answers. I answered it on my own YouTube channel a couple of weeks ago with you, I think, present, Zoe. I said, we have high gas prices. Oh, which reminds me, I'd like to know something. Zoe, would you like to see something? I want to share screen share. Is that too liberal? You know what? Then you and I would basically make a good couple because I'm more liberal than anything. The only thing I'm against is the trans people because, you know, in my opinion, I don't think 18-year-olds or 18 and over can make the decisions, but anyone under 18, like a 4-year-old, can't make the decision. So to me, I think 4-year-olds should wait. Anyways, I was going to say, is my orders trackable? Nope. Anyways, there we go. Let's see. On its way. So I got 2 boxes being shipped. 2 boxes shipped. This one's going to be delivered in about 8 days. Fucking figures. I hate when they do this. They can't fucking find something, so now they're fucking scrambling to find it. Never mind. Anyways, I ordered a pot load of food the other day, mostly soups. Yeah, well, you know what? You gotta live your own life. You know, that's the thing. You have to live your own life, Zoe. I live mine. I mean, literally, when my family doesn't message me, it's like, oh, well, they're either pissed off at what I said on YouTube or they're fucking working their ass off too, or they're pissed off at me for thinking I'm a freeloader. I mean, look, I think that whole pillow thing is still upsetting them, you know? I wish you would be on. Chloe's not going to partner up with anyone, all right? Chloe wants black people, all right? She wants a black partner. She always talking about black big penises. I mean, literally, that's how she thinks. Compatibility issues with me and Chloe. The reason why she's still here is because she's a roommate. Nothing more. I'm not sexually active, nothing. I won't be sexually active. My thing is she's been in the mental hospital too many times, and she refuses treatment, too. She likes to take it out on people. And I, frankly, ain't paying a lot of money anymore. Chloe's not going to be compatible with many people, Zoe. She ain't medicated. She doesn't see that she's in the wrong. No offense. She also thinks like a narcissist. It's all about hers. She can't get some. Look, on the phone today, she said, yeah, I guess I gotta buy my own mail. Hey, yeah. And then never mind. Hey, Mom. Did you go out yet today?
It's going out
When?
now.
Man, you don't have to be snippy with me.
He is.
There's like 3, huh? What is it? I'm asking, why are you being snippy with me?
Come on, just
You're being a grouch.
it's hot out there.
Yeah, well, it's cool in here. It's fan going. Here, quit grumpy. How much are those, Mommy? I don't know. You want me to look them up? I can buy another box for you. You probably need a recharge anyways. There you go. Take your snack. Yeah, I want a refill. Yeah, me, I bet you would. So, anyways, hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have those myself tonight. That's fine. I'll try the chicken things. Alright, let me see about Moppy's T-bones again. I went to Tep. There we go. Filet mignon tub right there. 40% off too. I went to Tub. They got milk bones too. I went to Tub. Things I do for the Marpy. So, did I tell you the story earlier, Zoe? I was talking to, UPS emailed me. Tracking number. You got a delivery from 12 to 4. That's fine. UPS will probably break my package. Are there? Yeah, there's like 3 or 4. She was in love with a guy named Isaiah who was black. Of course, that fell through right away, which couldn't produce kids. I think Isaiah was African American trans man. Anyways, after that, she's just been so damn hermito, being a hermit. Personally, I wish she would have left with him. This place would have been all by myself. I could have brought someone else in. That's the real problem. I'd like to find a roommate. Well, my family told me I couldn't take another roommate, because they're afraid I'll be used and abused, again. I guess I get to try that untasty Grizzly Natural. Tried the 2 samples again. Didn't taste that good. Don't like them. For a seltzer water, doesn't taste that right. Hold on a sec. Let me dump my spit cup and we can continue. I haven't tried the original in a while, so I don't know what's going on. The natural tobacco. I want to go in. Where's the money going? We're always fine. I'll place it. I want to go in. I had my drinking water. Why am I buying? So anyway, I want to share something with you that you might find interesting. Okay? So I was talking to Dad. And Dad and others, they all think, including the sheriff, think that prepping is a fad. I think it would have been nice to have a roommate independent that was lonely. Yeah, well, I have a roommate, but you know what? She's terrible. Literally terror. Thinks only about herself. I mean, think of it. The other day, I said to her, jokingly, okay, you got first dibs to pay half the internet or half the electric bill now, right? Yeah, that's all right. I got till like the 30th of the month. I'll pay it then. Hoping I would just pay the whole damn thing. Like every month I pay it. So to her, and then they say, oh, well, I should be paying it because people think like that Joe Gill falsy accountant thinks I should do it because Chloe goes to the store for me. Thing is, it's not about Chloe going to the store. It's about being taken advantage of. Which I should check my account because I don't want anything happening to my money. I have a special card now that I give her, so it's loaded up with enough money for groceries. Otherwise, my main account, I'm worried as hell. I'm checking it all the time. But see, I'm afraid my TV dinners are going to be like $50, and that's where I hate looking at groceries. That's you have text from the bank. I like how I can do it this way. Makes me feel safe. Great. I know what my balance is. My balance is, great. $50, just like I thought. Son of a bitch. So it costed $45 for the fucking grocery store. This is why I keep saying don't buy much. Still with me, Zoe, or did you leave? I worked for a while and then I got on disability when I got home from Australia. But I used to roof till I fell off a roof, and that was it. Then I went to Australia. When I came back, well, uh-oh, this is news. Who's the new Scotty? Oh, come on. I gotta see that one. Scotty's working. I am a miracle worker, not a. I'm an engineer, not a miracle worker, Mr. Scott, Mr. Spock. I love spaghetti. Damn it! I'm an engineer, not a doctor. No, I have no routine schedule. That's the real problem, Zoe, hun. My family literally is angry because they message me, oh, what are you doing, Snatcho? I was just playing a game for 8 hours. Oh, what a life. Don't reply for 4 weeks. What's wrong with you? I was angry. What was wrong? You have a great life. 6 weeks later, anger them. What are you doing? Playing a game and placing an order for food. Oh, what a life. I mean, literally, that's their answer. What a life. Oh, that's fine. Speaking of which, I need to get this morning's writing done this afternoon, so I gotta go into. Yeah, well, you're on a schedule. I'm not. I could probably skip over to my game since no one's talking, anyways. But before you go, since you have 10 minutes, I got a story to tell you. So I was talking to Poppy the other day and a few other people, right? And I have some books on my wish list I want to get for my birthday, right? Well, books are good as tomes, but the topics better be good, right? Then that's the first thing that they started. Then when I said I wanted a scanner, they said, why? They're useless. There's not going to be an apocalypse, so why buy it? No, that was their answer. So every time I look into something, so the same guy that tells me a scanner is useless is the same guy I'm turning around telling them, don't worry about the internet or don't worry about the streaming service. But deep down, Zoe, I keep thinking, what if I turn them off, Poppy is the father-in-law, basically. My stepdad, Roy, disowned me when I came out, wanting to correct my gender. So so stepdad's accepting, but he's always like worried about money and stuff. But when I said I had some books on the list that he might be interested in buying, he said, no, I'll get you some religious books. I think they'll be worthwhile. Every book I've read of his, I tried to give him a hint, is garbage. 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 Here, mommy. You still got food, so I don't have to feed you. I'm hungry. One of the most important things in the world, Yeah, father-in-law. But anyways, Poppy turns around, and he says, what's the point of a scanner? I'm to the point in my life, Zoe, that I'm thinking to myself, what's the point of fucking even dealing with people? I mean, literally, you got one fucking family that wants to disown me or half disown me. Half the time they get angry about sheets or bill cases or whatever, calls me a mooch. The other family member's worried about a streaming service. Then my sister's worried about the streaming service. Then the neighbor's worried about the internet and another neighbor for streaming services. Look at this. He came to me. What do you want, huh? Yeah. You want me? You got me? You want me? See Zoe. Hello, Zoe. My name is Ebony. How are you doing? Don't poop on me. I don't know what I would do. Hi. Look at this fat little rodent. Should make a game called Super Bun Bun World. Do 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 do. Shedding again, little bun bun. You shed all the time. It's hot. That's fine. You get enough food, huh? It's Mr. Ebony. He got his nuts cut. That's why he's more docile and loving. He's a boy bunny. Hi, Ebony. Boy bunny. He looks like an ebony. Look how black he is. But he's got that white undercoat here. And look at this. Even though he's got his tail needs to be cleaned. Look at that. He's got a white tail. See? Little white Hoffenpfeffer. Mr. Ebony. Go ahead, Mr. Ebony. In you go. Anyways. So I want a scanner right for my birthday. They're telling me it's not going to be worth the money. And that's what saddens me, you know? Not worth the money. Plain and simple. It's not worth the money. Not worth the money. Oh, what are you going to listen to the police all day? That must be boring. A boy, bun. Yeah, he's a bun. He's a boy. What's up, huh? You want kisses from your cage? So, what do you think I should do? I mean, literally, I don't know what's going on. Oh, news. More news. Let's see what's going on. So, basically, my Congress guy that I know for years says, there's a rollout of a new electronic health records system at the VA is not providing the care our veterans need and deserve. Basically, the Biden administration needs to immediately stop the rollout of the system across the country and request help to our local VA facilities. Cerner must be held accountable for its failures to ensure no more medical records are lost and no more veterans are harmed. Yeah, and you know what? But the same guy that says, I'm committed to ensuring that men and women who have put their lives on the line for us to get the care until they turn around and want a sex change. Then they're like, destroy the files. I know how it works. Cerner electronic system. Listening to the veterans. The Veteran Administration's been doing a half-assed job for years. You know. So basically they're talking about we need to build some more dams. Yep, that's about it. That's the latest news. But what do you think about my scanner, you know? Yeah, but I have a portable scanner. But the problem is the codes it gets scanned for hours and drain batteries. I wanted a base scanner that I pay. See, they want to charge like $70 to program it. All I have to do is push a button and then I get my local scanning. But, the thing is, they might not even use half the time. They might not do it, I mean, could be 8 hours in between you hear a call, I mean, it'd pick up EMS and it'd scan the frequencies that I want for this county. Otherwise, it'd just be picking up radio traffic from the boats, you know. You know. The scanner is fun. There's also books. The problem is, what do I get? Books or a scanner? And that's the problem, you know. People say to me, oh, well, you know, I also was looking at a new TV, but I need a stand for it, and I don't have the TV stand. So that's been on hold, you know. But I got to do something, you know, for myself. It's my birthday coming up next month. I got to basically, you know, Chloe's not going to do anything. Hell, you should have heard the story the other day. I got this gift on layaway, right? It's been for like 18 months or something, 12 to 18, right? Funny story. Chloe turns around and thinks, oh, if I pay some of your layaway off, I get it for myself. How is it that X amount of dollars is supposed to just magically be given to you? You're not helping. Oh, well, it would be a great idea for me to have one. You have one now, and yet you don't use it. Now, that's what I said. You know, what was I? Oh, yeah, I was looking for something. There we go. You know. Oh, yeah, they got that one still available. I'll wait for the other webpage. Yeah, well, the scanner would only be to keep them at. They think that there's not going to be any much action on this island, so what's the point of listening to it? That's what they're saying. I should invest in something else, is what they're saying. Well, the only other option is a new computer or TV. You know, I wish someone would gift me a scanner, but the problem is to gift it, they have to program it for me, you know, so I got to pay the scanner price. I'll show you the scanners I want. There's a link. One's discontinued or sold out, but yeah, I was looking at this one, and then this one, and these got to be programmed. That's why I chose these three particular. I'll show you the links. See that one? That one's the most expensive, but that would cost me $40 to program. This would cost me, I think, $70 to program. And then this one right here would pick up, the last one would pick up my island perfectly because it's still analog trunking. But I'm afraid if I go analog, they might switch over to digital. So that's another reason Dad was, and others are like, don't buy one because they might switch over. But that is pretty cool. I watched some reviews on it. That's the one I want, but it's just too damn expensive, you know. I mean, it's not expensive. The problem is you paying the setup fee to have them set up. It's like $70, you know, but still. Well, you know, and then I have like 8 books I want. They're in my wish list. On the top of the wish list, you know, my wish list, I put them all in order on top. Fortunately, my sister is more worried about her streaming service for me than the freaking, you know, which reminds me, I should message her real quick. Actually, it's still too early. I'm going to message her. But anyways, you got your ideas there. That's what I want, you know. I'll send you on Instagram to see if you have any ideas. I on my wish list. The thing is with Amazon, you can buy the scanner and someone can gift it. Thing is and I'm not asking for any handouts. My thing is, Zoe, is buying it on Amazon only opens the thing for me programming it myself, and I'm not programming something myself. Okay. So I got to send some links on Instagram, I think, for Chloe. I hope. It's off the cloak I go. Yeah, I mean, literally, I would like that, but the problem is it's $185, and then I got to pay the setup fee, and then I can listen to it all the time. But what if there's no action? I mean, literally, my scanner picks up action in the day, but it's got to be programmed to that particular channel, and it's a royal pain unless you know what you're looking for. So I got my books here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. Those 8 books I could buy too. Well, yeah, but the thing is did you see what it says here? Let me show you here on screen share before you leave. All right, it shows this. Let me show you this. See, let me show you this, okay? Let's go to screen share for a second. I want to show you this, okay? Share screen. Hopefully you can see share screen, see? Right here, right? Police scanners, right? All right. So look at this. Now, right here is the scanners, right? So, for example, I don't want to pay these because these you can't program. This one you can, but it's a little more money, right? So you pay $184 and right here, $199, right? Right here. List price $229, right? Our price $199, right? Now, here's what it looks like, by the way. See? Right there, it looks like a little cassette radio player for your car. You can actually get a car mount, but here's what it says here. Choose programming, see? Programming, 1 county, $69.99. 2 counties, it can be programmed up to 8 counties, but the problem is if you want 2 counties, it's $105. So I'd have to pay $105 for Whatcom County. Then say I want Snohomish County. No one knows the length of the counties. So, you pay the thingy and then they sell you this, right? So 2 counties, Whatcom, Skagit. Now, Skagit County is across the water. Then you got Whatcom County. And then you got Whatcom up north in Bellingham. And then south is Snohomish and then King. So say I wanted 8 counties, it cost me $315 additional dollars. But what if, quote unquote, that if I pay it, right, and only Island County works because the Whatcom and Skagit could be digital. So they got to look it up. So they got to be like, oh, these are counties, And then, say, for example, I don't want that. Say I go and I want to pay the upgraded price of $199 to this. This sold out, by the way, digital. Then I want to go with this one, right? $399, right? But let's just say I'm going to pay $399, right? Says here, choose programming. Again, $69.99 for programming for digital, but this will pick up digital and analog, but this says digital, So you're paying more money, see? Right there. So that's that Trunk Tracker 5. Now, say I don't want to do that. I want to pay for something a little more, right? Say $100 more. I go here. This, just use your zip code. Once your zip code is entered, it will load police, fire, and EMS, 519, right? So you use your zip code, it loads it up, and that's it. See? Done. And then you can use the thing if you want to mount it in your car, right? So $519. But if I want to basically set it up with one county, they charge $40. But if I just want to stick in the zip codes, I just put in the zip codes I want in this area and it'll pull it up for me. And because this has right here a micro SD card, it comes with a micro SD card for every county. But for that to be entertainment, I would have to part with $519. See? Zip code. Once the zip code right there. But you see down here it says what's in the box, right? Pre-programmed 4 gigabyte SD micro holds the entire US Canada database of radio system, plus leaves room for hundreds of hours of audio recordings if you want to record. You see? So that's the best bet, and it's digital, but all you need is, yeah, I don't know if this is basically all digital or will it pick up digital or analog too. That's the thing. No one's telling me what it is, so, but it is cool looking. Those are the 3 that I chose. Fortunately, like I said, it costs money to program them, so. Hey, you left just like everyone else. All right, everyone. I guess I'm going to have to talk to her via Instagram about scanners still. In the meantime, yeah. So, anyways, with that said, everyone, I just want to say thanks for tuning in. Zoe's gone, so I'm gone. Please add, subscribe, please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, like subscribe buttons, hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, cats, and bunny service dogs, or service bunnies. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Hit the subscribe button. Just keep the content nice, or comments nice is all we ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do. I'm sorry, I forgot to end it. Sorry about that. Bye-bye.